Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can breed a violent carnivore and all it wants to do is get laid. It's Species. Someone had asked, Gray, could you evolve a human being out of the sad potato that you're given with to start? I don't know. I can sure as hell try though. Over to the worlds. Alright, so we're back with the only game where the more you enslave the people, the more they love you for it. It's city-state. So the last time we created a land where the government owned everything, and although our city-state was basically made of poor, poverty-stricken lowlifes, it actually worked, and everyone was fairly happy, probably because they didn't have the tenacity to fight back against the government. Today we're doing something different, damn it, custom game. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you get to see what happens when a black hole gets left behind in school. It's Universe Sandbox 2. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that uses the Unreal Engine to its full potential. This is Gym Simulator. That's right, why go out and get fit when you can have a simulative experience doing the exact same thing? Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can look into engineering a dinosaur and get the Danny DeVito of the Tyrannosaurus Rex world. It's Species. In the last episode, someone had asked, hey Gray, could you engineer a shark? Someone else had asked, hey Gray, what happens if you put a bunch of creatures in water and slowly take all the water away? How will they evolve? Those things kind of go hand in hand. So we're gonna do it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where the more you break physics, the more money you make. It's Farming Simulator 19. Alright, so we're back with the only game where giving Canada ultimate power results in a 100% chance of them taking over the world. It's Power and Revolution 2019 edition. I wanted to do something ridiculous, so we're unthanosing the world like 100 times over to the crazy modded content, damn it. So effectively what I've done is I've created... Alright, so we're back with the only game where a house containing 2 people can have about 75 cell phones in it. It's Thief Simulator. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can throw a pyramid at the Earth at the speed of light. It's Universe Sandbox 2. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can save Leonardo DiCaprio. It's Floating Sandbox. You can save him, but we're not going to. The actual entire purpose of the game is to completely obliterate amazing ships in a sandboxy... I'm just gonna... Alright, so we're checking out the only game that will probably end up killing me. It's Project High Rise. I saw a video on YouTube, it was like some sort of viral video about what would it be like if a building had 1,000 floors. And I said to myself, you know what? I want to know what it's like to slowly insert my thumbs into my eyes. So, we're gonna try and build a 1,000 floor high rise. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game that likes breaking the rules of physics like it's no big deal. It's Universe Sandbox 2. Alright, so we're back with the only game where Canada is represented appropriately. It's Power and Revolution 2019. So last time, we ended up nuking Canada with the United States, and it was a very sad day. Today, it's Canada's turn. Actually, I really want to see something over to the world simulation, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can create effectively a giant city that is Disneyland through the power of anarchy. It's City State. Welcome everyone to Washington, plus more coffee. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can create a device that will melt down inside of someone's pocket and sterilize half of the universe. It's Smartphone Tycoon. I know I have a great aesthetic prowess, and no doubt we'll be able to make stacks of cash by making the absolute worst smartphones known to mankind. Over to the new game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where everyone be killing and robbing each other up in here. It's 911 Operator, otherwise known as Demonetization Simulator 2018. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can play as the worst president in the history of the universe. It's Power and Revolution. I know someone's gonna be like, Gray, you'll be hard-pressed to do that. Just you wait. World simulation, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can play the dictator of a tyrannical, communist city-state that oppresses people and makes them want to kill themselves. It's City State. My plan today is I want to make the most oppressive dictatorship you can possibly have. I want to destroy people's lives and make it almost impossible to live in this city, but somehow I still want to make money and make it work. I don't know how yet. I'm gonna like enslave the whole populace or something and take all the rights away and oppress the hell out of them until they're broken and sad. Custom game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where the characters in the cut screens look like they want to die. It's Chef. Potentially with like a subtitle. I'm still really not sure if there is one or not. So I had plans today. This is something I've wanted to do. I want to make a recipe using every single item in the entire game and then see how high we can get the price on it and charge people for it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can create roller coasters that make people feel like they are experiencing gravity that's 50 times more powerful than standing on the surface of the sun. It's Planet Coaster. I don't actually know if you can get it that high, but I'm going to try. What's the surface of the sun? Like 20, 25 Gs, I think, just standing on the surface of it. Play game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that probably has roller coasters that can reach the speed of light. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Mortal numbers don't mean anything in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Sandbox mode, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where the more you break science, the better it gets. It's Universe Sandbox 2. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can evolve seemingly harmless potato-looking creatures into radioactive flesh-eating pickles. It's Species. Alright, so we're back with the only game where Japan was able to bring the power of anime to the entire planet thanks to becoming the overlords of the universe. It's Power and Revolution 2019. I have created an absolute hellscape of a mod where everyone will be very, very happy and then immediately very depressed. Over to the mod area, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game with the most ridiculous intro ever made for a simulator game. It's Tourist Bus Simulator. Alright, so welcome back to the only game where you can break time and space by putting conveyor belts together. It's Farming Simulator 19. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that takes a person with absolutely no driving skill and puts them in charge of a giant, metallic, super fast death rocket. It's Subway Simulator 3D 2019 Christmas Edition. This is one of those games where the title that you see in the game is not the same as the title that's on the Steam store. I'm sure that means that this game is going to be fantastic for us. Just like in Skyrim, you start off as a level 1 noob. We don't get to pick a class though. We're just a blue-collar white male. I can't change this, I don't think. Alright, so we're back with the only game that allows us to learn while repeatedly causing the end of the world. It's Universe Sandbox 2. Alright, so we're back with the only game where the most profitable city-state is one where everyone abuses drugs, is an alcoholic, sleeps with prostitutes, and spends all their time skiing and going to the beach. It's City-State. This is something I've kind of wanted to try for a while. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I want to see if we can make it work. Custom game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can sell more inappropriate games than the Steam store. It's Game Dev Tycoon. So there's probably a normal way to play this game. That's not gonna happen. I went ahead and downloaded a crap ton of mods. It adds like 60 bajillion more genres and more events, and I don't know. I just downloaded a ton of mods, right? The mods probably all work fine together. What could possibly go wrong? Crap. I'm sure we'll be fine. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that's probably backed by Big D Trump himself. It's Mad Tower Tycoon. A game where you get to build a giant-ass skyscraper, and because, I don't know, I guess building a skyscraper isn't cool enough, stuff catches on fire, and things happen, and, like, aliens abduct your hairstylists, and it's a tycoon game, alright? A lot of this stuff doesn't always make sense. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can make tons of money selling knockoff Lamborghinis. It's Production Line. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game that just gets better the more you break it. It's Farming Simulator 19. Alright, so we're back with the only game where every comment is asking about new ways to torture the creatures in order to force them to evolve. It's Species. I'm serious, like whenever I look at the comments section, it's never like, Gray, stimulate the creatures so that they can enhance their intelligence and like learn a new language. It's always like, Gray, burn them until they learn to adore it. However, one of the questions was what would happen if you took a nice, plentiful, beautiful land with water and plants and everything else and turned it into a radioactive wasteland and repeatedly subjected the creatures to horrible mutant levels of fallout radiation damage. It actually kind of blows my mind that this is the game where you can literally do just that. Like, we can do that. We're going to do that. We're doing that. Here we go. Alright, so we're over here with the only game where you get to play God and also sound like a Marvel superhero. It's Equilinox. So this is a God-style game where you get to control the entire world. You get to mess around with the landscape and breed all kinds of new creatures and watch them as they decimate each other. You're supposed to create utopia, but I think we're probably gonna try and make something and then burn it to the ground. I don't know how vicious the game gets. I understand that there's like a Darwinism in it, in that, you know, the strong survive and creatures will evolve into better, powerful versions of themselves. Let's check it out. New World. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where the entire purpose is to make people so frustrated that they break golf clubs over their knees. It's Resort Boss Golf. The developer got with me and sent me a key early, as if though to say, Gray, please try and make the most broken golf course in the entire universe. Challenge accepted. New game. Damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where it breaks if you make the sun give off 10 bajillion degrees of heat. It's Universe Sandbox 2. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where dead is better. It's Project Hospital. This is one of those games where you can efficiency-ize everything to your heart's content and decorate every little nook and cranny, make everyone highly competent and save lives. We're not doing that. I want to see if I can hire the most incompetent staff possible and get all of my patients killed. I'm not sure how well this game does at like performing surgeries wrong and causing malpractice suits. Over to the sandbox mode, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that's supported by Leonardo DiCaprio. It's Wall Street Tycoon. This is also the only game where you can't get out of the settings screen unless you click on one of these other things. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can tax people to death and they will love you for it. It's City State. I have at this point a reserved VIP section of hell just for me, due to everything horrible that I've done to people in this game. So today I'm gonna do something different. It's gonna be a gigantic pain in the ass, but I want it to work. Custom game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can take your tractor, go about 50 kilometers per hour, run into another vehicle, do a triple axle in the air, and no one cares. It's Farming Simulator 19. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that allows you to sell liquor without a license. It's Market Tycoon. I think back at like every market that I see now and how they're all whole foods and like very healthy oriented. You know what? We're gonna build the most unhealthy market there is. One of these has to exist in the world, right? Just a market full of like pizza and beer and everything that has 12,000 different ingredients and nothing natural. I want to overprice everything too to make a lot of money. Actually, our market just sounds like a jackass market. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that would hire me to be an immigration officer. It's Border Officer. In it, you play a young man who exists in a family full of deadbeats who don't want to get jobs. And so, you must work for the state and make money to survive. I tried to read the summary for this game. I don't think that English was the first language. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you get to simulate the pain and agony of the retail lifestyle. It's King of Retail. This is an interesting main menu. There's no new game. I guess. Create manager, damn. Alright, so we're back with more Species, the game where you get to play God, as if God had drank like an entire 24 case of Natty Light. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can purchase every single car dealership in the world, create a monopoly, and then provide the worst customer service a human being can possibly experience. It's Auto Dealership Tycoon. Auto Dealership Tycoon is a game about taking the rights away from everyone around you by purchasing everything you see and selling cars that make people want to beat themselves to death with their own mouse pads. Why? Because when you own a monopoly, everyone else doesn't really have a choice. And I don't want people to have choices. Play game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game that hasn't mastered grammar but somehow manages to charge $150 in DLCs. It's Flywings 2018. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you get to ruin marriages all day, every day. It's Thief Simulator. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can develop black market weaponry so that Australia can rise up and destroy the entire planet. It's Gunsmith. I don't know, everyone always wants me to help Australia take over the world in every game. I don't know why. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where life expectancy is one of the attributes assigned to all of the citizens that live within your cities. It's Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. The second the developer put something like life expectancy in there, I immediately knew I had to see how low I could get it. New game, damn it. Money. Alright, so we're back with the only game that crashes on me at least 10 times per recording session. Oh, come on, son of a bitch. It's Species. In the last episode of Species, someone had asked, hey Gray, you made a bunch of creatures from the water learn how to live on land. Why don't you try and do the opposite? You, sir or madam, are a certified sicko, but don't worry, I was thinking of exactly the same thing, so let's friggin' do it. Alright, so we're back with the only game crazy enough to hire me to drive a warship. It's Floating Sandbox. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that gives you the opportunity to make a television show about zombies and hoes. It's Series Makers. I feel like someone's done that before. I don't know, like off the top of my head, but I feel like that's been a show at some point. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that allows people to trade in their priceless heirlooms so that they can fuel their drug addictions. It's Dealer's Life. Dealer's Life has won an award for being one of the very few games with 70s porn music in its menu screen. You don't believe me? Check this out. I wouldn't be surprised if I got demonetized on that alone. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that allows you to make your very own 99-cent hentai clicker and sell it on the Steam store. It's City Game Studio. I really don't know what else to say. There's not really a tutorial, so let's just press a bunch of buttons and hope we win. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can become a millionaire by selling pizzas made out of live snakes. It's Pizza Connection 3. The last time, we played the game the right way. I kind of figured this time I would just play the game the gray way. The only thing I'm really good at is breaking stuff. That and pronunciating things correctly. Over to the free game area. Alright, so we're back with the only game that allows us to peer into the future of human evolution. It's Species. Species had a bunch of updates in the experimental branch, which apparently increases its stability. And that will allow me to do something I've wanted to do for a while, but I didn't really want to because it takes hours and hours, and if the game crashed, I would hang myself with my own mouse, which is I want to allow the game to just evolve for 250 generations. I don't know exactly how many years that is. It's like 50,000 or something. New world, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that gives you the accurate representation and simulative experience of being a trailer park mechanic. It's Trailer Park Mechanic. This is a game. This is where we are now. I always wondered how far simulators would go. At this point, to make a simulator, just take like a noun, put a profession after it, and then just put simulator after it, and you got yourself a simulator. You can do it with anything. I'm serious. Think about it. Like, Dishwasher Inspector Simulator. There you go. Simulator game, 2019. Go ahead and put your idea for a simulator in the comment section. So here's... Alright, so we're back with the only game that will see China taking over the eastern half of the planet thanks to the incredible nuke to population ratio they have. It's Power and Revolution 2019 edition. At least that's how it worked when we gave everyone nukes, because it worked by population. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you need to enslave children so that they can become future athletes to power your economy. It's Road to Your City. I'm not kidding, that's what happens in the game. I'm pretty sure, I think that's what happens in the game. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can send everyone else to get shot so you don't have to. It's Radio Commander. Like legit, I don't really know what to say here. It's almost like you're the coach of a football team, you know? Because you're calling the shots, but it's really not your ass getting handed to you out on the field. So the developer sent me a key knowing full well who I am. Everyone else is probably going to attempt to get their platoons to survive combat. Yeah, we're not doing that. Consider this war game stress testing. I want to see how poorly I can run the platoons and just to see if I can get everyone killed. Over to the missions, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game that typically starts with you standing in front of a barrel of burning garbage. It's Hobo Tough Life. Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can engineer a human and come out with a lethargic, overweight, divorced DJ with a pituitary gland problem. It's Species. In the last episode, we managed to evolve Donald Trump in like the 5th year of the generation. I think that was a pretty good advancement in human civilization as it pertains to their inevitable extinction on the tiny continent of Florida that we had made. But someone asked in the comment section, hey Gray, could you genetically engineer a dinosaur? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could. Well, hold on, let me hold on a second. I'm gonna genetically engineer a dinosaur, and we're probably gonna end up with like a depressed high school dropout dinosaur that drinks like a 24-pack of Natty Light a day or something. Anyway, Alright, so we're back with the only game that doesn't care about wind resistance after about 200 vertical meters. It's Parkitect. I downloaded a bunch of mods, so we should be able to do things that you aren't really supposed to be able to do. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you get to kill the population by having them utilize products that haven't been properly safety tested. It's Business Magnate. The last time we cured cancer, now I'm gonna cure stupidity. New game, damn it. Alright, so we're back with the only game that represents natural selection at its finest. It's Species. I feel like the creatures have been pretty lackluster recently. There hasn't been a lot of cool traits getting through, and I found a way to completely fix that and also find out what is the most potent being in all the universe, New World, damn it. Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you get a job for the government in order to spy on Hitler. It's Who Is This Man? And it's Hitler. It's not like clickbait Hitler. This game is like a mixture, I think, between like Hello Neighbor and Thief Simulator. I really don't know. All I can tell you is, you know, all the videos where it's like the neighbor is actually Hitler. This is Hitler. I'll show you. Well, alright, so we're checking out the only game where you can successfully recreate the Purge. It's Prison Architect. Alright, so we're back with the only game where pornographic magazines are an absolute necessity to surviving. It's Hobo Tough Life. Alright, so we're back with Chef, the only game where you can sell an apple pie for $2 billion. They made a bunch of updates to the game. Apparently they changed the splash screen. Instead of chicken and pesto, you've got brain matter and really, really dark urine. Good to see the obligatory blood is still here. Every time I play this game, the mini game for me is trying to remember what the hell I named my load. Yep, just keeps getting better. I'm pretty sure, did the background just change? I'm pretty sure the background just changed. I'm pretty sure Stacks is where we left off. That's gotta be it. Oh, there's our heroine. Alright, so we're checking out the only game that I can break in less than 3 minutes without actually trying. It's Border Officer. Supposedly there was a giant update that adds a ton of things to the game. One of the most important things that it adds to the game is the ability to be able to play it. I never got to find out for sure because I couldn't get past the first day because everyone in line had lost the will to live after about 10 minutes of playing the game. But supposedly you can shoot people that are being dicks, and that's my new goal. I want to shoot someone and I'm not stopping until I do. New game again, damn it. Are you? Alright, so we're checking out the only game that would put a multi-million-dollar death trap entertainment venue in the hands of someone that has no idea what they're doing. It's Parkitect. Actually, to be fair, that's like 50% of corporate America. Parkitect is a fantastic game where you build theme parks and kill people, and I thought I would take my opportunity here to try and break it. I'm gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna pick like a park that looks beautiful, and I'm going to see if I can destroy it and like make a roller coaster that also doubles as an organ blender. No need to pay for a vasectomy when you can just ride in one of Gray's parks. Look.